God dang, we are back in business. Hope you guys are doing great. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys enjoy my content, drop a like on this video. Very soon, I will be giving away $100 in iTunes cards, Amazon cards. It's going to be crazy. So make sure you guys subscribe, and we'll talk about that giveaway in the near future. All right, so for the people out there who don't know what's going on, Nicki Minaj has just dropped her diss track aimed at Remy Ma. She went about this in a very smart way, right? Because we all know, like, Sheether was just, let's just say it was an atom bomb. Like, Sheether dropped from the sky, ripped everyone apart, and we were just sitting there listening to it from heaven. It was just crazy. For the past week or so, everyone has been wondering, when is Nicki going to respond? What's going on? What is she doing? We seen her on Instagram. She was taking pictures, shooting video shoots, getting ice cream, hanging out with little kids. We're like, Nicki, there's a war going on. Put your helmet on. We need you. She wasn't listening. Well, maybe she actually was, because she dropped a track with Drake and Lil Wayne, and it's called No Frauds. Now, she went about this in a very smart way, and I'm going to break down the lyrics in a second, but first I want to explain the track. The reason I say she went about this in a smart way is because she enlisted the help of Drake and Lil Wayne, and although I say she should have done it on her own, she decided to make a record that is catchy, and guess what? This is going to be played on the radio. And the reason it's going to be played on the radio is because it's with the boys. It's with the Young Money crew, Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki Minaj. They're not going to pass up this record, especially when it has Drake on it. So, from a strategic point, very smart. But I still say, if she could have created a hit record by herself, she should have done it that way. All right, so let's get into some of his lyrics. I think we all can agree that Sheether is pretty damning, right? Well, one thing about this track, it's not damning, but it seems like a response to Sheether, if that makes any sense. It seems like she's clearing up the things that she said. So here's some bars here. Now, the first thing she talks about is her bars, right? You know, of course, a lot of fans out there gave Nicki a hard time when Remy Ma dropped Sheether. Nicki went to Instagram, went to Twitter, and she started to go on this campaign of talking about her sales versus Remy Ma's sales. And a lot of us out there that are just true hip hop fans, we're like, look, we don't care about your sales. Just give us the bars. Now, of course, we respect the sales. Still give us the bars. And from our point of view, it felt like she was trying to get out of that. Now, in her song, No Frauds, she says, "You can't be Pablo if your work ain't selling. What the fuck is this bitch in Helen? I would have helped you out of that pit you fell in. I'm a generous queen. Ask Miss Ellen." So, of course, she's addressing the whole issue of the selling of records. I mean, if you're going to claim you're the king or the queen of rap, I mean, record sales do got to go in account. I mean, it is about bars, but it's about the total package. And I think Nicki is just stating that right there. She's also saying in these bars, look, man, if you wanted me on your song, I would have helped you out. But instead, you decided to come at me with disses. Why couldn't we work together? And that's what she's saying. She's like, I would have helped you out of that pit you fell in. I'm a generous queen. Ask Miss Ellen. Now, this next bar, she says, tried to drop another one. You was itching to scrap. You exposed your ghostwriter. Now you wish you were scrapped. Now, of course, I think we all could agree that the second diss track that Remy Ma dropped was a nah. Like, it was almost like, okay, someone serves you the best pizza you ever had, right? And the next day you're like, yo, man, make that pizza again. And you freaking taste the second pizza and it tastes like rotten camel toes and garbage. And you're like, what is this? And that's what another one felt like or tastes like. It just wasn't good. I had to listen to that song like maybe 5 times for me even to say it was okay. I felt like Remy Ma overdid it. All she had to do was just leave it at Sheether. And the moment that I heard another one from Remy Ma, I felt like, okay, Nicki has a chance now, because you dropped this one record that some would say is a 8, 9, or a 10, or whatever the case is on the diss record scale. Then you go and you drop this dud. Honestly, another one is worse than the track that Meek Mill dropped versus Drake. I want to know. I swear to you, another one is worse than that. And that's saying something. We call that track Trash Bags. She then goes to say, I heard your pussy's on yuck. I guess you needed a pap. What type of bum bitch shoots a friend over rap? Now, I am reading the lyrics off genius.com, so she may or may not say this, but it says, what time of a mother leaves her one son over a stack? She's referring to the situation where Remy Ma, like she shot her best friend because allegedly her best friend stole $1,000 from her. When she shot her, I think Remy Ma went to jail for what, 5 to 8 years? Like, it was a long time, man. And she could have actually went to jail for life if she would have killed the girl. She shot her in the stomach, and Nicki's saying, look, this girl wasn't thinking. She did that and she got a son. Like, what? And to be honest, that's a viable question to ask. I mean, what kind of mother would put themselves in a situation like that? I mean, you would have to know, right? If someone steals your money and you don't catch them stealing it at that point to shoot them, you can't wait a few days, a few hours, and catch them somewhere else, and you shoot them and be like, yo, they stole my money. Nah, police ain't playing that. You going to jail. And Remy Ma almost lost her life and everything else that came with it. Now, I will be honest. These bars that Nicki is spitting, it's not Sheether level. It's really not. And for some reason, it's like she's not really trying to go at Remy. It feels like she's trying to clear up some of the things that Remy was saying, but at the same time saying, look, man, this chick was lying on a lot of her bars. She then goes on to say, back to back. Oh, you mean back to whack? Back to back. Me and Drizzy laughed at that. They say numbers don't matter, but when they discussing the Kings, they turn around and say LeBron ain't got 6 rings. And I think that's a valuable point to Nicki once again. Although, like I explained earlier in the video, us fans, me and you guys, right? We're like, Nicki, look, don't talk this numbers talk and try to get out of this beef. We want you to drop a diss track. And I think Nicki, her saying that right there is speaking to the fans out there, but she didn't understand. We're not saying your numbers don't matter. All we were saying as fans is you still got to come with them bars. That's all people were saying. Now, of course, numbers do matter, because whenever we start naming the top 5 rappers, we're not naming these underground people. And let's be honest here, there's some very good underground rappers out there that don't get their credit because guess what? They don't have the sales. So you look at these underground rappers as they're underground rappers. You don't look at them as they're elite with the top 5. So of course, sales do matter to put you in that category to even be spoken about. I think the best verse on this track, I mean, you guys would guess it. Of course, it goes to Drake. I don't know, man. Drake can go 9999999 boo boo, and it will probably sound good, man. I don't know what it is, but some people just have the flow, the lyrics, and everything to go with it. Drake may not be the most lyrical, but when it comes to flow, styles, and everything else, voice, it sounds good. I mean, look at someone like Quentin Miller. Everyone likes to say that Quentin Miller wrote for Drake, right? It doesn't matter if Quentin Miller wrote all those hits. 1 million people ain't about to cop no Quentin Miller album in a week. It's just not going to happen. So it's all about that delivery and everything else that comes with it, man. If you don't have the delivery, then you're just not there. I think when it comes to bars in these diss tracks, you gotta give it to Remy. I'm not gonna lie. When it came to the first song that Nicki dropped on this whole matter, because in a way she started it when she dropped a song called Love. Now, of course, like she felt Remy was getting at her on freestyles and stuff, but she initiated the whole thing when she dropped the song Love with Gucci. I thought Nicki had some nice bars on there. Now, I've heard people say that she didn't. Heard people say that she did. I thought they were pretty good. Now, if you put both of those tracks together, where would I rank them with Remy Ma's track? I mean, it's a tough one. If we're talking about just songs, then I would have to give it to Nicki. But we're talking about just pure diss tracks. Cause like Sheether was just ridiculous, man. It was off the scale, man. It carries that other track. If we're talking about just beef, then I gotta give it to Remy Ma. But we're talking about overall songs, I think it goes to Nicki. But this beef stuff, as of right now, Remy's still in a slight lead. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. And another thing, Nicki said in her song, or this song right here, she's like, look, you exposed your ghostwriter, because pretty much, right? She went so hard on Sheether, then she dropped another one, and it was like DJ Khaled dropping another turd in the goddamn toilet. All right. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear my watch going off. Hopefully you can't. But anyway, I'm DomisLive. You guys have a great day. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. Subscribe. Giveaways coming very soon. Giving away $100 gift card, Amazon card, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be lit. I do this daily, man. Come watch your boy daily. Entertaining videos. I'm out.